ain't what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, could count on my power.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick. But when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage of that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 10 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. No free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Rodgers' pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bears nothing.
From the 29, Trubisky. And some room to work. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is right through. So the defense creates scored some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Nick Foles ready for the next drive, leads out the Bears. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys.
It's caught at the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now Foles. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
With the score, Packers 14, Bears 7.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Take it at the 37. 13 yards the tally on the return there. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Foles. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
53, come on. 53, check 53. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Check 53. Under. Check 53.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 14.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
To Devin Funches. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Foles pass. Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going for it all. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Dancing to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
The ball carrier.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 49 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24 yards.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Patterson, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So it's 1st and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. Here's Patterson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 24-21. Less than 90 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Rodgers.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.